Thank you again so much for being here today. This is a huge, momentous day, not just for Minnesota United, but for all of you involved. Allianz Field just 5 months ago is really when this project got underway here, and you can see the progress that has been made. And if you drive by on 94, we all see the cranes, but now you get to see it up close and personal, what is happening here down at ground level. And if right about where we're standing is where one of the goals will be, and then the other goal will be on that end, right near the building there. So just to get you a feel for what is going to be taking shape here in the next, I don't know, year. Maybe if they speed it up a little bit, we get a nice warm winter, maybe sooner, but I'm not going to hold any promises to Dr. McGuire over there. But we just wanted to thank you for coming today. Thank you for joining us. I know it's a little cool out here, but like I said, stay warm, stay bundled up. But a big day in the sense that we've been talking about the steel columns and the steel that has been delivered, and that's a momentous day in construction. Over 4,500 tons of steel materials have been delivered. And we want to, of course, thank the gentlemen and all the construction workers, men and ladies that are involved in this project. Of course, we've got Mortensen Construction, we've got Merrill Steel, and we've got Danny's Construction as well. So just want to make sure that everybody knows how important the project is, how much we've appreciated everyone's help, and more importantly, some important guests here to my left that I'm going to introduce, and I'm going to let them kind of do all the talking and kind of get this show on the road as we're still basking in the sunlight over here. Representative Rita Moran. I've got St. Paul City Council Member Dai Tao, St. Paul Mayor Chris Coleman, and of course, Dr. Bill McGuire. So I'm going to turn it over to them.
So I want to thank you for inviting me to make a few remarks today. And I have to just say that every time I come past this site, I just smile. I just smile about the excitement of knowing what's going on, what's going to take place here. And I am under the realization today that I must become a fan of this game, right? And more importantly, a fan of the team. So I was happy to play a small part in supporting this project at the legislature. This is a long-needed investment in our community. The stadium, the infrastructure, the surrounding development would mean living wage jobs for our community. And I'm excited about that. And I'm thrilled that we are welcoming the world's game to our diverse city right here in St. Paul. And I just want to thank you all so much for coming out and just taking part in this wonderful, wonderful event. In the cold. But it's a good thing. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining us today. And I want to send a great congratulations to the team, Dr. McGuire. Thank you to Mayor Coleman, my fellow council members Stark, Tober, Brandmore for their support on this. As Councilmember Tober coined it, the game-changing development in St. Paul. And I also want to recognize Mayor-elect Melvin Carter for joining us today. He was also supportive of this project. Today, it's a historic day as we continue to embark on this biggest and the boldest economic development project in the city of St. Paul. Today, we move closer to winning our first MLS Cup. All right? Today, we move closer to our first annual Councilmember Dai Tao over 40s but under 5'5" charitable soccer game. It's going to be sluggish and a low-scoring game. Today we gather here because we love soccer and we love St. Paul and we love Minnesota. Our freezing winter tests how tough we are. Our private and public partnership tests our audacity to bring economic development and prosperity to St. Paul in the East Metro. Soccer, like life, it's about coming together through and counting on your teammates, scoring and winning together. The team must win games, the fan must support, and the hardworking people of St. Paul must also prosper, and we will. We're not done yet, but as we celebrate this important moment today, and in the Hmong American culture, it's appropriate that I ask the spirit of the land to bless this stadium, to bless the team, and all the people of St. Paul with prosperity and overflowing success. So may the hall be filled with MLS championship trophy. May the stadium be filled with all people of all race and cultures from all over Minnesota. Thank you, and happy Thanksgiving to you and your family.
Thank you, Council Member. It's practically balmy compared to the groundbreaking ceremony that we had last year. It's great to see everybody here. It's wonderful to be down on the pitch. They're actually at pitch level here for the field, and it's so exciting to see the stadium start to take shape. You know, ever since Melvin Carter was elected mayor, things are really starting to happen around this town. You know, thank God, it's about time. I do want to recognize also Commissioner Carter. Thank you for your support of this project. You know, I know that I'm going to walk away from this and go, boy, there were so many people I needed to thank that I didn't. There are so many mothers and fathers of this project that none of it could have happened if it hadn't been for the determination and the laser-like focus to get to this date and to get to this point. First among those is my Deputy Mayor, Kristen Beckman, and I want to just give her a huge shout-out for her work. She's back there, just kind of somewhere back there. We had a great legislative team that went up to the state capitol to get something, you know, to get this project supported. We had an incredible staff, our finance department led by Todd Hurley, Parks and Rec by Mike Hom, Ricardo Savante and his DSI team that worked so hard to make sure that the permits were ready to go the minute that we could get them out there. Just across the board, this was a team effort. And I think back to that day a couple of years ago at a Seder dinner with Nick Rogers and just starting to talk about the possibility of bringing soccer to St. Paul. And it seemed like a pipe dream at the time. And I've told this story before, and I'm going to embarrass Kristen again because I came back from that dinner, and I said, I think we got a chance to bring soccer to St. Paul. And I said, let's figure out what we need to do. And about a week later, she came back into my office. I said, how's soccer going? And she said, you were serious? Holy cow. But the fact of the matter is we were dead serious about making this happen. And because of the commitment of Dr. McGuire and the team, I see Adam Dunnick here. There were a lot of long nights with Met Council, making sure that we could acquire this site. All the pieces that have come together. I am so thrilled, not just for the fact that the World's Game is coming to the city of St. Paul, but for what this means for so many people, our immigrant community who grew up playing soccer, for all the people that are in this neighborhood that have looked for this kind of an investment for so long, and what this will do, not just for the Midway District, but really for the Twin Cities and for the state of Minnesota. This is a remarkable day. We still got a lot of construction to go. To my union brothers and sisters who are working on this site, stay safe, stay strong, keep building. We are so appreciative of your work on these cold days, but congratulations to everyone who made this project possible. Let's go United, let's go St. Paul, let's go Minnesota. Thank you so much.
Excuse me. I'm going to skip the part of thanking everybody. A good job has been already, and I will miss that. I do want to just call out, we have a number of people here who are part of the folks from our community that are putting the funds forward, the ownership for this project. Wendy Nelson, Erica Binger, Paul Grangard, I think for sure. I've seen those. But more than anything, and I want to just comment that this does represent a true public-private partnership in every sense of the word. It's not just about soccer, it is about the community. It wouldn't happen if it wasn't including the community, I think, for all of us. I know there are always doubts and concerns, and is it really going to happen? And hopefully standing down here, people can see that it really is happening. And this is just the beginning, I think, of the ultimate gain that will be shared by everyone at every level on this project. It has been quite remarkable. It has been a lot of work. I, too, must call out Kristen for my one comment for how much she has done. And she was just back there doing a Mary Tyler Moore wave for us. Yeah, see, there it is. Just looks at. But truly, among more than anything else, this embodies leadership in the community, in the city, and Mayor Coleman, everyone else for that leadership would never have happened without it. It is going to be a remarkable thing. Walter White, CEO of Allianz, and some of his folks are here today, and they too have made a big commitment with this facility and with the team, and they will be making commitments to the community that you will see. And I think perhaps one of the best things when we talked early on about why soccer, why professional soccer at the top level. And one of the comments that I made, at least, was if we want to be an international community, if we want to think of ourselves, we should be. And that's before Allianz came along. And as I was talking to some people earlier today, they have their name associated with a number of great soccer stadia around the world. Really great, architecturally great, and they are in important cities. And so when you think about Munich, Germany, Nice, France, Vienna, Austria, Sydney, Australia, Sao Paulo, London, England, Turin, Italy, and St. Paul, Minnesota. So that, as much as anything, tells you about the company we are keeping with our partners and with each other in the future. So thanks, everyone. We'll do more of this. Hopefully we'll find a day that's not quite this weather. December 12th, we recall, colder than this. The famous opener, snow game, iconic game, and now this. So we'll finish this up in February of 2019, another cold day, but it'll be a lot warmer. Thank you.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming on out. Now we're going to do an official steel column signing for the folks that are standing up here. We do have some Sharpies, so maybe another photo op if anybody wants one. And this column will be seen by the public in Allianz Field. So just so you know, this isn't going to be hidden behind some wall. All right. And just another quick thank you, a shout out to the gentlemen and the ladies and the men on the site here working the construction. We talk about staying out here in the freezing cold for a short amount of time. They're out here working hard every day. So give another shout out here to Mortensen, Merrill Steel, and Danny's Construction as they're hooking this up for us.